Hi guys, how you doing? Jack Queen here, long time no see, and welcome back to the highly anticipated, lowly rated series that is
The Internet Today.
Now then, with this lockdown still going on, the main focus around the world is trying to defeat this coronavirus. Well, I mean, unless you're middle class, in which case you just go stand outside and clap for a bit. I say, good job Archibald. Now I bet you're wondering, how do I know they're middle class, eh? Well, it's simple. They get their kids to clap for them. In fairness, at least it gets me out of bed once a week, like some sort of posh alarm clock. True story, actually. I try to go to the toilet for a shit around 7:50 PM so that by the time I'm finished, I come out to a standing ovation. And if I take any longer, well, I just pretend they're cheering me on to get the job done. Anyway, moving on. So France reckons that it may actually have the answer to curing this coronavirus. And honestly, it's the best thing since sliced baguette. Some researchers found while studying a hospital in Paris that the potential way to beat this thing is nicotine. Love the image there. Really selling the idea. Filling your lungs with smoke could save your life. Hey, I don't want to catch the coronavirus. I hear it could be fatal. You're just gonna take my medicine. Bit of Pall Mall paracetamol, that'll do it. I mean, if it's anything like toilet paper gate, then cigarette counters are done for, innit? Now, in fairness, they are only giving out cigarette patches for the study. But let's be real, right? Nobody's gonna go out and buy patches, are they? And to be honest, I don't think they're gonna work anyway.
When's this thing supposed to kick in? It's not working. It's broken.
But just think for a minute, right? If it did work, we might be able to get cigarettes on prescription. Hiya, doctor. Sorry to trouble you. I'm just a bit worried about catching this disease, and I wondered if you had anything you could prescribe me. Yes, sir. I'm a doctor now. I have glasses and a white coat. We could probably prescribe you some Marlboro Lights, and then if we need to, we can up the dosage. Oh, thank you, doctor. You've saved my life. Bless you. Knowing my luck, I'll end up on Benson's Blue. They're like the immigrants of cigarettes. Nobody likes them, but they're cheap, they work, and they get the job done. Or if you're not into smoking, another study suggests that potentially breast milk might be the answer. Get your tits out, get your tits out, get your tits out, save mankind. If for some reason, however, you can't find a nipple to suck on, then there are things that you can wear to try and prevent the disease, such as a face mask, a scarf, and bananas. Right then. I'm ready to go shopping. You want anything? Meanwhile, President Trump recommended that the best option we have is to inject ourselves with disinfectant and UV lights.
Supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, injection inside or almost a cleaning.
The fact that the FDA has had to come out and tell Americans not to ingest disinfectant kind of says a lot about America at the moment. In other news, many Americans have taken to rebelling against the lockdown by bringing out their USA flags and placards, and it makes for some interesting reading. If fast food is essential, why not church? Probably because fast food at least offers you some substance. It may come late, but at least you know it's coming. Unlike some people. Land free! Hiya, yeah, I was just passing your protest and I noticed you have some land for free that you don't want.
Open the barber shops! Open the hair salons, we need haircuts, okay?
I couldn't even begin to imagine what that's like. Jesus, there's my vaccine! Well, that's me safe then. I mean, with the holes in his hands, he's in no danger of catching anything, is he?
We're here exercising our God-given American rights, our Second Amendment.
Always trust a man who's got a knuckle duster tattoo and an AK-47 in his hand. The thing I don't get about these lot, right, is that the more they go outside, the longer it's going to take for them to even go back to their work in the first place. Baffling!
Can't fix stupid.
In Florida, however, a fella's going around dressed as the Grim Reaper to scare people off from the beaches. Hi, good luck with that. Like, that's going to work. If people of Florida were willing to shoot at a hurricane, what makes you think they won't shoot death? I don't fear death. I kill it. Missouri, on the other hand, they've decided to take a slightly different route. They've decided sue China. Why not? Doubt they'll get anything out of them though. Not for all the tea in China. The only legal problem is it's just not possible. Right, this is just a little midway reminder, right? If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe. Go on. Go on. I'll wait. Dick. Oh, and leave us a like and a comment as well. Right, moving on. Sir Richard Branson has been in touch with the UK government to see about getting a bailout for Virgin Airlines, and the UK government ain't been half bloody stingy like. Come on lads, he's only asking for what? 500 million quid? My heart bleeds for him, it really does. The man doesn't even pay tax to the UK and he wants us to bloody help him. Like, let's just put it in perspective. The man owns his own island. But then I realised I actually kind of felt sorry for him, so I wanted to try and help my mate Richard out a bit. So I've set up a GoFundMe here, alright? So you can go and donate to him. It's www.gofundme.com/Keep Richard Rich. Minimum donation has to be the same as one private yacht. Do testicles make men more vulnerable to coronavirus? One word. Bollocks. It's just nuts, innit? Boss accidentally turns herself into a potato during meeting. Jesus Christ. I can just imagine how that meeting went and all. So, what's our projections like for this month? Well, our finances have taken a bit of a downturn this month. Compared to last month, it's a stark contrast. Well, I mean, what can we do? Well, I think we're just going to have to see if we can get to the root of the problem. Woman in relationship with a chandelier claims discrimination. A woman who says she is in a relationship with a 92-year-old chandelier has lost a discrimination case against the sun. Well, in fairness, I mean, the sun's the best light source you're going to get, isn't it? If there's one thing I can say about her, she's not the brightest bulb in the chandelier, is she? And besides, to be honest with you, I don't know what she's really worrying about. I mean, the chandelier's 92. It'll be dead soon, and at that age it's probably got a complicated immune system, so she shouldn't be hanging around with it anyway. She should be keeping her social distance. And finally, a big shout out to Tom Moore, the 99-year-old who's been walking up and down his garden to raise money for the NHS. The man raised 28 million quid for the NHS, which is phenomenal like. I mean, it should be the government helping out the NHS, not an old age pensioner, but hey, there you go, that's how it is. But it did get me thinking, right, if he keeps up at that rate, Richard Branson might come to him for a bailout. You're probably wondering, how did he raise all that money just by walking up and down his garden? Well, he followed my free 6-step program. Anyway guys, that's it from me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, leave me a comment, because I love reading your lovely comments. Don't you forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you can be kept up to date with all things Jack Queen. If you want to follow us, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at JackQueenSyn, or you can donate to us via Patreon. All the links will be down below in the description, and take care for now. My name is Jack Queen. Play your cards right, support the NHS, #wash your dirty hands, and I'll see you next time.